Ec28. Claiming or blaming. Soul-to-soul talk. Claiming or blaming. Life guiding conversations with Morai, Amoro and Jenai summer. I would like to share with you about claiming or blaming, Jenai. Go ahead, Morai, I'm listening. When something happens in our life, in most cases we point with the index finger to something or someone that in our eyes is the cause of our discomfort. In other words, we blame somebody or blame it on something. Then we expect others to correct the situation. By doing so, by pointing outward and blaming, we give our power away. When we do not accept and claim that we are the creators of the imbalance, which is actually just a message letting us know that we have to change something. In addition, we do not want to be in charge of possibly changing the situation and put other people in charge, and again, we give our power away. Here is an example. When we get confronted with signs, symptoms, and disease, we mostly point with the finger that something has invaded us, like a bacteria, a virus, or the flu, or that something or someone else organized this situation. We point out and expect healthcare practitioners with their methods to fix us, and mostly we expect that to take place instantly. By blaming and not claiming, we stay in the reality of playing a victim and give our power away. In the case of any imbalance in our physical body, we have to accept that we are the cause, that we have created, and with a little bit of reflecting and seeing that we do this to ourselves, we can find many things that made it come this far. We also have to understand that we have the power to cure and heal ourselves. To do this, we may need assistance from healthcare practitioners, but we have to stay clear, however, that they are not the cure, but merely assisting us to heal ourselves. And hopefully, their approach in healing and curing is in this manner. When we do not claim and blame by pointing and not take charge, we are disempowering ourselves. Conflicts, problems, and difficult times in our home and business need to be approached in the same manner. We have to claim that we are the cause of the circumstances. In case of problems in business, we maybe have to come to the conclusion that we possibly did not give enough time to those around us. Maybe we approached them from an authority standpoint or took them for granted. In big companies, it is sometimes a retired executive from other corporations who is not emotionally attached and who can easier look from the outside, and they are consultants. In case of family problems, there are other consultants, and these people do not come to fix the problem, but just offering us with possible solutions. The parents, business owners, or management then have to do the work to change things around, and by doing so, empowering themselves. It is the same when we get involved in an argument and point out that the other is causing the conflict and then demanding that the other has to correct the situation. Again, it is first acknowledging that we are the cause and knowing that we have the cure. But in many cases, we do not know the cure, and we have to go to other consultants to find that knowledge within ourselves. In the early days, that would have been the old wise men and women of the tribes. In our modern world, we may still find some of them, or we have to go on a treasure hunt for various consultants, maybe a marriage counselor, or an effective communication therapist, psychiatrist, a psychic, an astrologer. However, we have to watch out that we do not give the power to these people, and that they are just there to consult us to find that knowledge within ourselves. Otherwise, we still stay disempowered. In this process of accepting that we are the cause And to find the cure, either by ourselves or by going to other consultants in order to find the knowledge, a lot of effort is involved. But going this road, we empower ourselves and gain experience and wisdom. Everything that happens in our life is created by us. Otherwise, we are victims of others and circumstances. As we have the power to create the negative, so we have also the power to create the positive. Maybe we cannot create positive changes in the world around us by trying to change others, but definitely we have the power to look at the situation with a positive perspective and assisting ourselves and maybe others easier through the situation. We may go for consultations to older and wise people assisting us with other angles to look at the situation. Once we understand that we have the power to change ourselves, and when we look at things differently, everything changes. On our spiritual journey, we tend to do the same by wondering why things are happening and do not claim and take responsibility and hope that God is going to change it all. Let's first claim that we are the creators of everything that happens and let us go for assistance and guidance. But in the end, we have to start the process of changing things around. But why do people not want to see it in this way you just explained, asked Jenai. When we accept this kind of understanding, we cannot complain anymore. And secondly, we have to take action. Basically, most people do not want to give this blaming up and do not want to change things themselves and do the work. Not many people want to have the power, for it means you have to stop complaining. And basically, you cannot depend on others only, but actually have to start doing it yourself. So many people will not take this path, but stay victims of circumstances. This is how our mind, which we call Kalimobanko, works. For it doesn't want that we claim this power, otherwise it loses the power over us. We can get the power over the mind, but must first claim that we let it do what it wants and need to find a teacher, consultant and path showing us how to control it. And then we need to work minute after minute to not lose that awareness, because we fall straight away back in its power and become disempowered again. Thank you, Morai. You are most welcome, Jenai.